Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host, Paul James. Today I'm joined by the Sith Lord, Damo Camilleri, and Matto Phillips. Sorry, you're rocking
Sith
there.
Lord.
Oh.
Yeah, because my head's too shiny. Look. Blind everybody.
Oh, maybe we're talking about Mace Windu here. Perfect.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Throwing everyone for a
Borderlands
spin.
Sith Lord.
Which works perfectly. You just straddle the line and do whatever you want and be a badass at the same time. That role was made for Sam Jackson. Perfect.
Well,
Who said Jason?
He demanded that he had a purple lightsaber.
So he could figure out where he was.
Fair enough too. So it is patched updates time. Our monthly episode where we kind of talk about, weekly show of a monthly episode. Yeah, it's our monthly episode where we talk about the games we've been playing over the course of the last 30 or so days.
He's struggling.
Oh, I'm having a bad one.
You're doing way too many podcasts.
Yeah, I'm losing track of what's what. So let's kick it off with our Sith Lord himself. Damo, what have you been playing over the course of the last 30 days or so?
Fantastic question.
Fucking nothing. I was waiting to go. Yeah, that's it. We get Matto, you're up.
No, I've been playing
More of the Batman.
Batman Arkham Knight, which is good. I'm at the end, so you'll hear my conclusive, revealing. Once I'm done with it. What else have I been playing? So the Switch had some pretty alright sales on it. So I picked up Bastion, which is a phenomenal game. And
it was like $1.50, wasn't it, or something dirt cheap like that?
Mm-hmm.
Can't say no to that.
Yeah. No, you can't. And then I was like, oh, that's awesome. I haven't played it in forever, and I never finished it, so I might as well play it on the Switch while I've got school holidays coming up. So,
beautiful time.
Then I also played a little bit of Bit Trip Runner 3, or Runner 3, I don't remember what they call it.
Oh yeah, I know of Runner. I didn't know Bit Trip Runner, but
Bit Trip I think was the original one.
Beetroot Runner.
He's just a delivery bloke who just runs from the farm back to the supermarket delivering beetroot.
Beetroots into a letterbox.
No, you're wrong. He beats bears with his beats that beat Battlestar Galactica.
What's going on here?
Uncultured swine.
We got no idea.
Run this podcast.
I do know what he's talking about. False.
But
brown bear.
False. brown bear. But no, Bit Trip Runner has always been a favourite game of mine. I loved the first one. Just the way that it runs, the music picks up gradually throughout the level. It's like one of those rhythm running games, so it's really fun. Everything really cool about it. I wish the load screens weren't so long on the Switch though. It's just kind of I don't know. I think I'm just getting impatient with load screens at the moment.
It's because you've seen the future with the PS5 and what it can do.
No,
that's one thing, but I think Batman's load screens kill me. You make one mistake, so you click restart. It's like, you saved a minute ago. We're going to take 3 to 4 minutes to load that save. It's like,
I'll follow you.
But that's okay. Then a little bit of Binding of Isaac, because I watched somebody play that on the old YouTube, and I went, God, I miss this game. Then I remembered why I don't play it much anymore, because I suck at it. And I'm like, you know what I really like though? I love Enter the Gungeon. I'll play that, which I also really suck at. And so, I really got to get good at these games.
Scrub.
A bit of Total War. Says you, mate.
I'm a hack.
Yeah. After all the trophy. But, sorry. Look, I know I'm being very boring, so go out, buy all the games on the Steam sale, buy Total War 2, get a new computer to play Total War 2, because my computer is way outdated and it runs like absolute crap, and it's kind of put me off a little bit. Outside of that, no, nothing really. It was a really quiet month for my gaming. I think with everything that's happening currently around the world with the PS5 versus Xbox ordeal, it's kind of kept me more looking at gaming than it has actually been playing on the old games. Like, you know, a lot of clickbait articles out there, like, this one feature may not make you want to buy the PS5. I'm like, oh shit, what is it? Oh, I've got to know what this one feature might be.
Or this
It's gonna
feature's
change
not on the
everything.
PS5.
It's a
What
tall
features are?
machine. It's so tall that you might not want to buy it now. It's like,
The size is
Why do they
bigger
give you the
compared to
click?
Xbox. Wow.
it's the biggest thing that ever existed. I thought it was something to do with USBs or something. I was so
Yeah,
misled.
people
I'm
using
so upset.
people using the size of the USB and the fact that that's a standard size thing across no matter the device to then go, okay, now we can work out the scale of the consoles because they knew the dimensions for the Xbox or something, so you could extrapolate and work out the PS5 by extension. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
It works.
I was just like,
Mathematically, it works, but nah.
I'm done. I don't care. And so now I'm like, okay, let's, like, 2 weeks of holidays. Let's smash out everything I can. So hopefully I'll get through Bastion. Hopefully I'm answering your question that you always ask at the end of the episode. So let's pass it on to someone else.
Oh, you are.
Hashtag spoilers.
Matto, go for it. What have you been playing?
Right. Start my journey with Journey.
You played Journey.
I played
yeah.
Journey.
Damo's just... Good thing we
played
can't see his
Journey.
desk because it just lifted.
And I finished Journey.
And what'd you think of Journey?
Did you enjoy your journey?
And I enjoyed my journey. And you know what? I will go on another journey.
Oh, nice. Gonna do it again. Awesome.
Yeah. It's just such a great game. It's just you don't have to do anything. Just casually just stroll along. Take your time, have some
I knew
fun.
you'd get it. I knew you would get it.
I've had it for like 6 months. I've just played
That's
it, then
alright.
forgot about it, then went back to it.
Yeah.
I've gone, oh, this is so relaxing. It's almost the equivalent of a nice, relaxing driving game. That's how I
Super
look
zen.
at it.
To get over your heroin hero addiction.
My heroin.
Did you realise that you were playing with other people the whole time, or did that only click at the
Hey,
end?
wait, what?
Wait, did
I'm
you
playing with other people?
were you Were you playing offline, or
Nah,
you didn't come across any other?
I did, but I just thought they were just computers because I was trying to meditate with one of them. And
They're other people.
They kept pissing off on me, like, hey, come back. I need to unlock this stupid achievement for just cause.
Yeah, that was a real person.
Oh, what a bastard. We've got to hunt them down. How
Yeah,
did
no,
I
that's-
not know this?
real people playing the game
Real
alongside
people.
you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
no idea who
Because
they
when you
are
roll the
until
credits, it
very
then
end.
yeah, when
Yeah,
the
it
credits
says
roll, it
people
shows.
you found or whatever.
Yeah, those are those people.
Wow, they're real people.
We've had an enlightening moment here on Patch. We've finally found some good use for this show.
Good news.
I wish
Good-
the
good
light would
use
go
for the
brighter
show.
on me. Yes.
Oh, wait. Do you want the bright light go? Oh.
Yes, he just saw God, everyone.
Hey, that's how the game ended.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
You see
onto
God.
that journey.
Turn white.
Turn white, yes. Gone on to the Borderlands 3 DLC.
Oh fuck! I need to get to that.
Yeah. And it's just like every other DLC of Borderlands. It's just... Yeah.
Pop culture references, looting, shooting, gazillions of guns, badonkadonks, right?
Yeah, about that. Close to that.
And explosions.
No, it's not a Michael Bay game. He's up on that.
I need to
Yeah.
make that my tone like I used to.
Yeah. I did Moxie's Heist of the Handsome last week. And
Is that the first DLC?
That's the first one. Then
Yeah.
the second one is Love, Guns, and Tentacles. That's the second one.
Which is
Which
the one
is-
about what's his name getting married.
Hammerlock and
Hammerlock.
Wainwright.
Yeah.
Wainwright. Yeah. Then I finished that too.
And the third one's about to come out, or has come
It
out?
is out. It came out
It is out.
Thursday, I think.
Nice.
And I've been playing a little bit of that. The Bounty of Blood. And
Sounds alright.
yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just getting pissed off about it because I'm just waiting for all the characters from previous Borderlands to appear, and they don't
Like-
appear.
All like Brick and all the other old, Mordecai and all them.
Yeah, and they appeared, but then they just you don't see them again. Well, Gage is
Yeah,
in
they
the
make cameos.
Gage is in the what was it Guns, Love, and Tentacles. That's the DLC character from 2. But no one's going to know who she is unless you've got purchase the DLC from 2. Otherwise, it's just
Oh, we're talking. Okay, right. Now I'm with you.
yeah.
Are we talking about like the final DLC, the one with Lilith, the one that bridges Borderlands 2, or are you talking about one of the other DLCs?
Oh no, 2. When where you get the 2 extra characters to play.
Oh, those. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's one of them.
Wait, Krieg
like
and Mecha
Gage.
Mancer girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gage. I think
Is
it's
that her
Gage.
name?
I think that's what her name is. But
I'll do
yeah,
a spot of googling while we're at it, but
pretty sure it's Gage, like Gage or something.
I'll
Then-
have an answer for you in a second. But keep going.
Right. And then, yeah, so playing through that, it's just what you say, shooting and looting. That's pretty much what it is. And then I went back onto Thief Simulator. I played that for an hour and just gave up. That was my $1.50 steal, that was.
Yeah, it's Gage.
Oh, feet. I keep thinking you're saying feet, like,
Feet
you're like
Simulator.
a foot fetishist or something.
Just tickling
It's like,
your
I think
toes.
I'm pretty sure that'd be a PlayStation VR game if that was the case. The people just go,
Oh, yeah.
ooh.
Get right up in the, right up there in the at their feet.
Please stop.
You look over and you see someone playing a PSVR game with their tongue hanging out. You're going, what's going on here? Turns out they're playing Foot Simulator 2020. It's the sequel to Toe Jam and Earl.
Oh,
Or the next sequel, because they had one of them recently.
Yeah, I was playing Thief Simulator for about half an hour, and all I was there was trying to pick a goddamn lock for 30 minutes.
Nice.
I gave up. I went and played Fallout instead and just picked some locks because it was a lot
Fallout.
easier. Not 76, the other ones. Not 4 either, that's not that good either. And then I played the first 2 Batman Arkham games.
Finished them.
I finished the first one because old idiot here thought it'd be a good idea. Oh, yeah, you know
Platinum.
what? I'll go platinum them. Not realising it may be a little bit more difficult than I thought.
Have you platinum any yet?
Nah.
Are you
All I'm
close?
going to do on Arkham Asylum is just get the little medal things and play it on hard. Then it's done.
some of those are.
Oh, and played on hard. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah.
Not that
Yeah, that's all.
hard's... Like, yeah, the difficulty wasn't ridiculous on the Arkham games, but, yeah, the collectathon, though, that can be a bit much.
Which one? Riddler?
Oh, yeah, Riddler trophies and all those
Yeah,
other
that's
little
done.
things. Oh, you've done that part? Okay.
It's,
Done that.
It's
Done.
it's the AR challenge things. They're a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah. When they get really hard. You have to get in this
Yeah, it's
really
like-
small gap. You're like, oh, get stuffed. I could have made that.
And then,
Like-
or when it's like, hey, you get a 50-hit combo, and it's like, oh,
Done
yeah,
that.
just like Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight. Arkham City and Arkham Knight. This would be easy. And then it's like, how is it so much harder?
Yeah. It's a good thing I've done those two, which is, lucky.
Good.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
78% on
I absolutely
PS4.
fluked it in Arkham Asylum because in Arkham Asylum, you got this little bit of opportunity. If you press the wrong button, gone. And it just infuriates the hell out of you. You go punch, do a combo, then someone comes up and just punches you. You can't counter it, and you're like, damn.
You're gonna find your stroke.
But I did do it, so maybe one of these days I will platinum it. Maybe in 5 years' time. Come back to me in
Yeah,
5 years' time.
you didn't give yourself a timeline, so you're fine.
Exactly, see? I'm not that stupid.
But when you do go back to it, you're already 78% done with Arkham Asylum, so that's good. I just took a look then.
Am I?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
78% of your trophies for Arkham Asylum and like 30-something... I closed the app, but like
Arkham City.
38 or something for Arkham City, yeah.
Yeah, I'm only halfway through that. So
That's right. Plenty of time, man.
just relax on that. And then, what else have I been doing? I was going to play Animal Crossing because I wanted to go swimming. Then I realised we're in winter, so it doesn't really matter. So I just stopped playing that.
And the swimming begins July 3rd, so you got a week anyway.
Why they keep showing it then?
I don't know. People,
Oh.
the internet's losing their shit over the whole thing. But they announced, yeah, it's meant to start. It's because it's meant to be the summer DLC essentially for the US. So that technically doesn't begin until next week. So
Right, and finally, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
nice.
On
Let's
the
talk about it
Switch.
because we're both playing that one.
On the Switch, because if you play it on the PlayStation, you're a flog.
you also have a few more trophies afterwards. Which is
Oh, who gives a shit about trophies?
says
It's
you, Mr.
about
Platinum,
play
Play
Batman
a
Platinum.
real game. Play a real game. Get some trophies. Come from the guys only
About
platinum
the
one
fun,
game.
Paul, not about the trophies.
No, it's a nice extra perk though, for $0 extra.
Do you know what's a nice extra perk? Being able to go to your mate's house with your Switch and playing it on a 4-player thing instead of going, hey man, it's got to fork out this $80 controller, plug it in, sign in, and then thing.
Not that we're going to anyone's houses
Almost.
anyway at the moment. We're all behaving ourselves. Victoria's
Oh,
a mess.
none of us are from Hume. We're good.
Yeah, we're sweet.
Bloody Broady down the road. Jesus.
Trying to bring us all down,
Okay.
stopping us from going to the footy. The important things. We were this close. And then it all went to
You
shit.
had to go and ruin it. Everything.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Just we're back to
You're
square
saving
one.
so. How much money are you saving on not buying a meat pie? Let me know. And see how much money
I
are
don't
you
know,
saving on not buying?
$400.
Like $40. Like
I'd say
a pie,
400.
like
400.
year?
400. And chuck a beer on that, couple of grand. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
600.
exactly. Yeah, fucking expensive trip to the footy. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, just remember that you can't go to your footy and buy a $35 beer. Oh,
No, at
Devastating.
the moment, I'm just paying for a $600 MCC membership and can't actually go see a game.
oh.
That's the real
That's-
crime that's going on. Is that
That's
I'm not allowed to go see anything, and yet my money's already paid up. And they're like, "Oh, we'll give you a 30% discount for next year." I'm like, what? Because you think it'll be any better? Dirty bastards. That's a whole other thing.
30%. That's bull.
That's a whole
How
other
long,
thing.
how long do you have to wait for that membership?
20
18?
years before I finally got on that before I finally got on there, and I was put on the list at birth. So, well, maybe a day or two after, but it took till I was about 20. When did Geelong win the premiership? 2007.
8.
So 18 years. No, 2008.
yeah.
2008 really hurt. That's a real painful memory. If you can not bring that one up, that'd be sweet. But anyway, let's move on from
Tilly
footy.
Ollie?
Yeah, all right.
Let's talk about what
Let's talk
Paul's
about
been
let's
playing.
talk about Pod Racer.
Pod racing on the inferior platform.
The Nintendo Switch, where it first came, when it was first released on the Nintendo 64, not the PlayStation 1. No, they had that little I don't know what they had for Star Wars. That little Star Wars game with lightsabers. I forgot what it's called.
That was good.
Oh, the Phantom Menace. That's the one.
Yeah, yeah. I
That
know.
was
Look,
not good.
we do try to purge the prequels from our minds, but that was a whole other level.
Yes.
But
okay.
you're
back
enjoying
to-
your time with Pod Racer so far. How far through it are you?
Like the second last race. I forgot it wasn't that long, but I don't really care. It's good fun.
That's right.
But I think the thing I'm surprised with the frame rate, because I was thinking, they're just gonna import it from like 64 and then just be laggy in that.
Save
No.
as dot switch.
No.
Save as dot PS4.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, it runs a treat.
It runs really well. I was surprised. I was like, wow. I didn't know what to expect. I was just thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to really feel the Nintendo 64 days of just laggy, just a little bit of smoke, and just like the old GoldenEye days when you used to throw landmines on top of one another and just blow the shit out of it. And then it just really slow it down. You think 1 second your Nintendo 64 is going to blow up. But yeah, it runs really well. I don't know. And then all those Star Wars references you hear of Anakin going, yeah, I won. Or it's working.
And obviously, just when you get to hear Watto do his thing, Annie, and all that sort of stuff. That's good times.
You buy this. No, I don't want that. I
Fuck
want
off,
this.
Watto.
Yeah.
What even
dodgy
are you?
bastard. Yeah.
Anything
I
else?
don't know.
Batman?
No,
Watto.
Watto. Oh, Batman. Watto?
No, Batman. You're playing Watto.
Watto,
He's the more important part of Pod Racer is Watto. So,
Nah, just go Anakin.
yeah, fair. You're gonna play as
I
Sebulba.
don't know the otherwise. Like, don't know you. I should really go by what the look of their pod racer, to be honest. I didn't.
Play as Sebulba when you get a chance.
Sebulba.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's nemesis. Oh, Poodle.
Yeah.
Poodle. That's
So
me done.
on my end, I've got a few. Pod Racer, which we've already discussed. One that I expected I'd be sharing the conversation with Damo about, but I guess I'm more of the Pokemon fan than you are these days. Pokemon Sword, the Isle of Armor DLC, which I've only kind of scratched the surface on. It's not very long, but I had a few other games I had to prioritize. I've just kind of been chipping away at that. You basically just get dropped in straight into another open space. What am I looking for? The
wild area.
The wild area. Thank you. Just drop straight into another wild area where there's just Pokemon running around left, right, and center. Mostly things that you haven't been able to catch before. No trainers scattered around. You're just straight into the wild area. You can do some max raid battles and off you go. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm more keen to see the second DLC when that comes out later in the year, where all the legendaries start popping up. We're getting different variants of the OG birds and legendary birds and all that sort of stuff. So that'll be cool. But at this point, it's nice to get some DLC, explore a new region. But I'm really keen for the second half of the DLC. I think that's the big one, and that's the one that probably most people are excited for. So maybe I'll have more to say this time next month. I've been playing, and thanks to Natsume and specifically Turn Left distribution here, so Kat, friend of the show, Story of Seasons. So it's the basically what Harvest Moon franchise has become in recent years. There's licensing bullshit going on. Basically a farming sim. I've adored the Harvest Moon franchise since, but less of a simulation, I guess. Just farming.
Like Farmville.
Yeah, but good. So it's like somewhere between a farming sim with accuracy and Farmville, which is shit, and you end up with this really good middle ground.
So you don't asking people to come over to crop your fields or...
No, I have to do all of my own fields and tend to my own gardens and all that sort of shit. But I can't say a huge amount yet because the review embargo is not for a little bit longer. But I'm able to kind of talk in some loose terms. So the game, I'm enjoying it so far as an old Harvest Moon fan. It kind of hits on all the old same notes and same beats from those games, whether it's from setting up your farm, going and buying chickens and cows and sheep and whatnot, and then gradually it's just this slow build that you gradually just the more you've got, the more crops you've got, the more animals you've got, the more money it's coming in, and it keeps bankrolling the next thing. So that's really cool. I'm enjoying it, and look for more from some others from the site who are doing the review on the game over the course of the next few weeks. Disintegration is one that I'd been really keen to play. It was this first-person shooter from V1 Interactive, but it's headed by a guy called Marcus Leto, who's actually the guy who designed Master Chief back in the day.
Hey.
As in Halo's Master Chief, for anyone not too sure on the other end of this. Really interesting first-person shooter. I think there's a few things that didn't quite work out about the game in terms of execution, but you're basically in like a flying mech the entire time. So not only are you kind of trying to deal with first person shooting and all that, but you're also moving in X, Y, Z axis all over the place, trying to keep track of everything, whilst also issuing commands to up to 3 or 4 different ground troops that you've also got with you at the same time. So there's layers of strategy and first person shooting and then like really kind of tricky, it's not a huge barrier of entry, but the kind of tricky controls to overcome because you're trying to stick all these things together on top of this flying mechanic. So it's really quite cool. A little bit repetitive in terms of some of the level design. That would have been nice to change a few things up, but otherwise a pretty awesome game. I really enjoyed it. And if you want to learn a bit more about it, go check it out on the YouTube channel. So yeah, there's
a 2-player.
There's some multiplayer modes, but I don't think that... No, there's not like split screen or co-op or anything like that.
As the most commonly asked question on our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, thanks to all those clans that just see the channel as player 2 and assume that everything must be 2-player. Fuck, yeah, anyway. We also patch the perks.
Yes.
So then... Damo's lost it. Two other games that I've been playing in great depth.
Forever be number one.
Two other games I've been playing in great depth. One was basically in preparation for the other. The Last of Us, the original game, I replayed for the first time since I reviewed it back in 2013, and turns out it is still as amazing as I remember it to be. I played the Left Behind DLC. I'm basically just trying to get myself in the... and the whole rabbit sequence. It's just... I couldn't help but laugh at that, even though it's a very serious thing. The internet's kind of ruined that little bit for me.
Just that person goes...
I feel like that was even a decent impression. I feel like that was even a decent impression. But I'm waiting for someone to do it. It'll be on Twitter tomorrow now, I'm sure. Tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that ballpark. Depends on when we're talking. It'll be on the internet at some point anyway now. Thanks for asking people to do that, Damo. Really enjoyed going back to the original Last of Us. It really holds up. Left Behind's still awesome, the DLC. And then I've been jumping into Last of Us Part 2, where I'm only halfway through the game at this point, roughly. I'm in love with the game.
So the game that everyone loves.
Except
Paul's been paid off, people. He's an SJW, social justice warrior.
Unbelievable.
Cuck king, beta.
You sell out.
Yeah. Because if I'm not one of those people, then I'm giving it a 0 out of 10 on Metacritic because I'm a fuckwit. The internet's just lost its mind over this game.
Did anyone start the petition to get the game redone?
Oh shit!
Yeah, there's a change.org petition to change the story.
I think it's up there with Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Can we get a petition on change.org to change the shit that change.org will actually allow? Can we just get that going? Like,
we'll change change.org.
Change.org.
Crunchy McFlurry. This is bullshit. If this Facebook page gets 1 million likes, we'll demand it. How long did it take Cadbury to bring back Marvel? I'm putting it out there.
But
these things are dumb. But they did it because they were like,
it's kind of shit.
Caramel started enough riots. Let's start another one over Marvel.
That's fair.
And you watch your mouth, boy. I heard that.
Nah, the Marvel's not... I don't feel like it's the same as what it used to be.
It is. It's just that you've grown older, Paul, and it's not as good to you anymore.
Taste buds
less taste buds.
But caramel still holds up.
Shut up, it's disgusting. And it's time. It's available in New Zealand all year. Go there.
Or Canada, IGA.
It is. I mean, they won't let me go over there because I'm Victorian at the moment. We've got the plague. We're going to kill the world apparently. So,
everyone, calm down, would you?
That in Florida.
Yeah.
But,
Florida.
So you are actually enjoying it though.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. There's and I won't.
You spent $300 on it.
This is true.
Your big statue.
With my big collector's edition, but yeah, I mean, I was always going to do that. But so I'm about halfway through. I won't dive into any spoilers because it's not the place for that. But
I have a question.
There was. Oh yeah, you got a question.
Who do you play?
Ellie.
Joel or Ellie?
Ellie.
Okay. Is that the outrage? Is that why everyone's pissed off?
No, everyone knew it was Ellie. And hell, you even play as Ellie for a little bit during the original game as well.
Yeah, I remember that. Go stab people in the face. Yeah. I remember that scene.
No, you play as Ellie. You play as a couple people. No, I won't. And even that's not the thing that's really. It's basically the thing that's kind of got the people up in arms is the same people who cracked the shits over the original game, specifically Left Behind when they found out that Ellie was a lesbian. It's those people that are kicking up a real stink over it. They're the ones that are review bombing. And then there's others. Look, then there's some other discourse out there that people are just like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like, I can respect that. That's fine. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But there's people that are also just straight up going, no, lesbians. There's things I don't like here. They're probably all from the southern states of America, and so they're all just
religious types.
Yeah,
like diehard religious types.
Yeah, especially since Ellie is killing people from a religious cult in the game as well. So that probably.
Hey, 2 for 1. There you go, bang.
So, and that's not spoilers. That's also in the promo material that's out there. But
wasn't there a cult in the first one?
No.
They were just strange people.
No, you just had people kind of wandering the cities and
giraffes.
And giraffes eventually, yeah.
No, the settlement thing. Remember? Yeah, it's like the settlement.
Oh yeah, but they were just
After
kind
the
of
winter?
they were just a bunch of creeps.
Oh,
Yeah.
creeps.
There was no like little religious cult. Like this is a very clearly defined they're very culty.
Yeah.
And they're just one faction. So there's them, there's the
Culty
WLF,
vibe.
the Washington Liberation Front as they refer to themselves.
Hey, it sounds like real life.
No shit. For
So-
real?
Yeah.
Sounds like real life.
Yes.
Washington Liberation.
I
Washington
guarantee you,
Liberation.
give it a year and someone will take that name.
It's only
Was
a matter of
there
time.
an Australian writing this? Because no, we can discuss this at another time. But my God, there was yeah.
And then there's of course the
Australia
infected on
has
top of
some
that.
very strong fronts in the past.
Yeah, cold front,
Culty.
warm breeze. So there's also, on top of those two factions, there's also the infected. So you're dealing with runners
the
and
return.
clickers and the shamblers and all them. The shamblers are actually a new one in
Shamblers?
this particular one. They're these big. So do you remember the bloaters from the original game? The big fat ones, heavily armored, could take an absolute beating.
Oh yeah, I remember
They're
that.
very similar
Wasn't one
to
of them a
bloaters,
boss?
but they're
Is
in
that the one in
school.
the gym?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
it's like it's like the worst part of that whole game is that one encounter. But
don't take me back there.
but yeah, you see a lot more of the shamblers, and they're far more mobile. But you're not in some closed space there.
The clickers
but
turned into a giant oyster.
Yeah. No. And then there's like the stalkers that were in the last game, they're back as well, but they've changed them just a little bit. So you know how like you could use the listen mode, like you'd press R1 and you could kind of see
Like
what
the
was moving
sensor
around
thing.
you. Yeah. The stalkers don't, like in the first game, if there was a stalker, they'd show up, and even if they were trying to flank you, you'd still see them, or at least hear them coming. It's not the case here. They kind of seem to be mostly immune. Like when they're first there, you can see them, but as soon as they take off and they're kind of
they
conscious
disappear.
of the noise they're making, they basically disappear from your listen thing. So they can
They'll reverse stealth.
yeah. So they'll flank you if you're not careful, and they are terrifying when they do that. They're like far from the strongest enemies in the game, but because they can just jump you at any point, you might be heading towards this clicker and you're about to get there, and then all of a sudden one of them jumps you from the side, which causes a bit of noise, which the clicker turns around and comes running at you, and then it's just on for young and old. So, and not to mention if you're in a circumstance where you've got infected and the WLF, or infected and the Seraphites, which are the culty group, because then all of a sudden you've got like. It works in some ways because you maybe you throw a bottle or a brick out and that lures the clickers here, that they go running to it, and then they see the WLF, our Washington Liberation Front, our Cool Breeze friends that we were talking about before. They just see them, and then all of a sudden they're fighting, but then all of a sudden everyone's running around everywhere. It's not predictable anymore. So you're constantly on the move and constantly looking around in case someone comes running at you, not because they know that you're there, but because they're running away from something else. So it just becomes really
the
chaotic.
combat's still very good.
Oh yeah, it works a treat.
Staying true.
Yeah.
Okay. All I've heard was from one non-reviewing person. They didn't enjoy the writing, and they just thought
That's
that the
subjective.
characters and things went
Yeah.
everywhere, and they didn't. I guess.
Here's the crafty.
Yeah. I
better
guess
than
I'll have
shitty
to
Witcher.
try it, but I'll try it when it becomes free on PlayStation at this stage.
I can lend you my copy at some point if you want. So, in terms, I can understand how some people may or may not like the story. Even at points, and there's one big moment in about the first hour and a half to 2 hours of the game where I straight up cracked the shits. Like I was that angry, and not the same way that we've got angry people firebombing.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, not like that, but like just I can't. I hate that they've done this to this character or whatever, and I just down tools and quit for the night. But then,
Did the giraffe get
We all
shot
know
and
what you're
stuffed?
speaking of.
oh well, yeah.
I
If you
have to say, enough tweets from angry nerds out there that I know exactly what you're
Matto, have you seen spoilers on the internet, or
As I say, I'll guess, did the giraffe get shot and then stuffed?
the giraffe didn't?
He's
Holy
onto
sh-
it.
the giraffe did not get shot and stuffed.
Damn.
But if you haven't seen the spoilers, I won't kind of disclose during this thing. But
Oh, no.
anyways,
Sorry, Calby.
Okay, well, everyone listening or watching, spoilers for the next 10 seconds. Joel gets killed in the first hour and a half.
Oh, that's alright.
Head caved in with a golf club.
Oh, good on him.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Moving on. You're all good again. Everyone watching, thumbs up. You're good to go again. So, like, that moment and that death basically then just...
Oh, I was going to say, what you said before was really upbeat.
Yeah, the giraffe was really hurtful. So, like, the stuffed giraffe really angered me. And it totally... But, like, the whole thing that Naughty Dog was banging on about in their kind of lead-up and all the promos and all that sort of stuff was that Ellie's story, it's about revenge, it's about anger, it's about hate, it's about all these things. I'm like, man, I down tools that night because I cracked the shits, and I came back to the next day with that sort of, fuck, I hate him. I want to kill every single one of these pricks. So clearly what they did, like, in terms of narrative, like, it worked. It gave me the fuel to, like, complete... Like, and I understand, like, with all the speculation, it could be this, and it could be this, and it could be that. All those other theories that people had before the game came out, when the game was first debuted, they wouldn't have hit like this moment ultimately did. So I'm kind of happy that they went that way anyway. But no. Yeah, spoilers are done, remember. Yeah. So yeah, right, yeah, don't do that. So yeah, I'm loving the game, and mechanically, even if you don't like the story itself, mechanically, if you like the original Last of Us, then you'll like Last of Us Part 2. It's bigger, it's better, it's more refined. The AI with the clickers and the WLF and the Seraphites and everyone, it's all better. They're smarter. There's still that weird thing from the original game that was a deliberate decision where if you've got an ally with you at the time, so like in the original game, you were Joel and Ellie was running along with you, she couldn't get seen until you'd actually aggroed the enemy. Ellie couldn't get seen. She could be standing right in front of them, waving her arms around, and they wouldn't detect her at all. It was only when you got spotted. So that's the same here, which is still weird and jarring, but I guess it's simply because they can't get their AI quite right, their ally AI quite right, so they didn't want to screw things up for you where you're stealthing along perfectly and then your teammate goes and trips on a log or something like that and pisses everyone off.
Those damn logs.
Slips on a banana peel because Mario had been hurtling through in a random Mario Kart just moments earlier.
Fall in a hole.
Yeah. So, because of that stuff, they've kind of avoided the AI.
Right into a tree, like Red Dead.
Yeah. But more to report on The Last of Us Part 2 when we do this episode next month anyway, where I'll be well and truly done by that point, as well as another big game that I'm playing at the moment that you can't find out about till tomorrow, Internet.
Giraffe Simulator.
Giraffe Simulator 2020. So, and the whole thing is shoot it and stuff it. It was Matto's idea before.
No, it wasn't.
That's how The Last of Us.
Last of Us thing. The Giraffe Simulator should have been you get to go up and be patted by this wonderful man and his tiny little daughter. That's the whole simulator. It's just you trying to get into a window frame where they can pat you.
Yeah,
and then you go to the other giraffes and swing your neck and just go whack.
So yeah,
no, that's
you can
what
learn
you
about
do
that
to all
other
the
game
5 out of
tomorrow.
10 people.
Yeah,
like that.
You can learn all about that game tomorrow, and it's a very big one. So keep your eyes out for it. What are we going to be playing over the course of the next month, everyone? Damo, you teased it before.
Yeah, we'll be playing a little bit more Bastion. It'll be a lot of fun.
Did you play it before this?
Yeah, I played it on Steam, but I only got really small into it because I think there was a Humble Bundle or something that came out, or Steam sale, and I bought a bunch of shit. Then I never went back to 90% of my games.
Yeah.
So that, Total War, Warhammer 2, Pokemon, I'll get back in. Bit Trip or Runner 3.
Yep.
Screen Cheat, or Screen Hack, whatever they call it. I brought that. I should play that.
Yeah, Screen Cheat's awesome. Is that on the Switch or
something? Yeah. Again, because it's easy. I've got 4 controllers that can play it, so might as well pump all that into that. Probably some Jackbox and stuff. It's school holidays, so time to catch up with people and
sociable
some people
party
are very
games.
Boring, so you just chuck on a video game. You're like, I don't have to talk to you now.
So that's why
Paul,
you
you
keep
come over?
inviting me over here.
On to you, Matto.
Play some more Borderlands 3.
Nice.
Play D&D, bit more Star Wars. And I say this every month, and I haven't played it since.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Still gonna do
I'm
that.
gonna be
We've
saying
all,
that for
yeah,
like 6
the
months.
three of
I'll
us
get
have got to
back Monster
play
Hunter.
Iceborne together at some point. It'll be cool.
Yeah, we say that every time as well. Yeah, hey, yeah, we'll play Iceborne together. Yeah, sure. Never happens.
We'll definitely do it. It'll be good
We'll
fun.
get there, Cat. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Eventually. When? I don't know.
Who
Probably
knows?
might be in more of a chance to get that platinum for Batman before we.
So 5 years
That's
from
the
now,
other
we
game.
might possibly have played Iceborne together.
Maybe. And I'll still be sad for the next 5 years. And some more Batman.
Yeah, some good choices.
And yeah, I think that's it.
So I'll be playing that thing that I can't talk about right now that you'll learn about tomorrow. I'm very keen to...
Super happy. Feet Simulator.
Yeah. I'm very keen to go try out the likes of... Because we've got a few big games coming out over the course of this month, like Feet Simulator. But
Stop it.
I'm now just... And the game in question is amongst these games that I'm going to rattle off here, so I'm just not showing my hand whatsoever. I'm really looking forward to playing the likes of Iron Man VR. It comes out this month. That's actually just a week away from when we're recording this. So I'm really... Oh, Damo's lost his video again.
Oh. No, not
So,
yet.
yeah, we're going to shuffle around any second. It's just a matter of time.
Wait for it.
So I'm really keen to try out that. There we go. It's all going funny. Let's just quickly flick across and try and make do. Damo's coming back. Here he goes. So I'm very keen. There's his video again. What is going on, mate?
Are they back at it again, are they?
That one creeped me out.
I tried to flick over to the two-man version, but of course the names were wrong on the whole thing. It had because you and I did it last time, so it started to work out okay. It had myself and your name on top, even though it was Matto, and then you jumped back in, so all of a sudden it broke the whole thing again. So whatever, who cares? Everyone watching and listening, that's just the shit that goes on when you're recording on Discord. So yeah, there's Iron Man VR, there's Ghost of Tsushima, there's Paper Mario, there's a whole bunch of really awesome games that are coming out this month. So, and a little thing called Drake Hollow that's also coming out the same day as Ghost and Paper Mario. Indie game that looks really, really sweet. So I'm keen to get my hands on that. Hopefully I can find myself a review copy, but maybe not. And then there's Harvest Moon, which I'll continue plugging away at. So yeah, that's kind of my gaming over the course of next month. There's plenty of games, and of course I'll finish The Last of Us Part 2. So yeah, plenty to play. Any last thoughts at all?
Still devastated about that giraffe. I can't believe it.
Brutal. Spoilers for The Last of Us Part 2.
Yep. I will complete Arkham Knight tonight, and
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
what
be
you
it.
think.
You'll hear the final. Shut up! I'm not going after Deathstroke. I cannot be. Well,
Oh, yeah. Duh. I told you make an appearance.
Deathstroke's cool,
He's cool.
and it's the best part of Origins. And Origins is good. Criminally
that punch,
underappreciated game.
that fight you have with Deathstroke, ooh,
It's awesome.
magnificent.
So on that note there, we'll wrap things up. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patch, The Insider, Player 2 Plays, like Game Review, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. So subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast, like this, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. Few awesome guests coming in recent weeks and months, and more to come.
Who wouldn't want to go on the award-winning Dev Diary?
Exactly. I'm well.
Get a free pillow.
A few people at
Not
this
free.
point have already guessed who the current guest is, but you'll find out about that tomorrow
Steve
as
from
well.
Minecraft?
It's not Steve from Minecraft.
Damn.
And I am working on a couple, and I'll show my hand a little bit here because it may or may not happen. I am
from
working on people. It's not Steve from Minecraft. I am working on one person that, if all goes well, I'm recording tomorrow. She worked on The Last of Us Part 2 and is working on that Kenna. Remember that Kenna game from
Ooh,
the
yeah.
PS5 reveal? So we've got someone that we're talking to there. That if that all goes ahead, great. If not, well, I've just completely shouted this shit out for no good reason.
Just another
GC
prediction that's
Team Rocket.
gone wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll just be we're used to it at that point. And there's others, but I'm not going to talk about those just yet. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. At the lower tiers, early access, higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives, and the magazine when we decide to put that out in 2021, because if we mail anything to you in 2020, you'll probably die from coronavirus. Then there's Twitter.
Oh, so we're going to lose all our Patreons then?
Nah, they'll be right. They'll stick around. They'll wait for the magazine. Won't you, King Kong Long Dong?
If you're
I'm
still
talking to you.
Member.
And yeah, Twitter. Matto, you are at.
Matto_Phil.
Damo, you're at.
Tacos Talk.
Paul James Games for me. The website's player2au. And until next time, keep your Discords connected. It makes things work a treat.
Save the giraffe.